The first thing you might notice is that I am wearing a jumper, which is a replica of the 1980 FA Cup winning kit worn by West Ham and Sir Trevor Brooking. It was a present from my footballing sidekick, Mr. Lord Andrew Bragg Esquire, and I love it. You may also notice it's pissing down with rain. This is largely due to me still driving a diesel, and if we were all to drive electric cars, it wouldn't be raining. No, it would be raining, because climate change is meant to make it warmer, innit? Which means that if I carry on driving a diesel, it'll be sunny, but if I stop, it'll be wetter. So it's not my... So it's pissing down because you lot are driving milk floats. That's why it's pissing down. Stop it. Get in a V8. Get the sunshine back. Anyway, this is not the reason for me sitting down on a Sunday afternoon, halfway through roast preparations, I might add. I haven't made my Yorkshire pudding batter yet. To discuss with you what has clearly been one of the most mind-blowing things to happen to a friend of mine who is a politician this week. Now, this is a Cornish-based story, but it is of global necessity. No. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not necessity. It's no anticipation. It's of significance. It's of global significance because here in Cornwall we have a council and we have lots and lots of councillors. This one in particular is a lady called Pauline Giles. You may have seen these articles because they've all gone viral. She's a lady with pink hair. And already, you see, this is the world we live in. She was a Conservative councillor, more of that in a minute. Yet, because she had pink hair, everyone assumed, naturally, that she must be some sort of lefty. And as she got a nose ring and, oh yeah, you can see where she's from and everything else. She has pink hair in support of all the ladies who have breast cancer, because she once had breast cancer, had a double mastectomy, and is very open about the fact that she has some of the finest tattooed nipples in Britain. And has raised hundreds of thousands of pounds for breast cancer charities since that happened. She once had a pink taxi. Before fake taxi existed, she had a pink taxi and took it on banger rallies and things like that. So, she is a woman who has done a hell of a lot of good for Cornwall, for breast cancer, for the world. However, she has committed the most heinous of crimes. She hasn't. And yet, the character assassination that has happened since she did this has been utterly, utterly mind-blowing. And I texted her when I was up in Gloucester and I said, I think I'm going to do a video on this. And her reply was, blimey. And I just thought, no. And everyone's scared of tackling the subject because it's such a delicate subject. It fucking ain't a delicate subject. There's nothing delicate about it. What she did was state 3 facts in 3 words, in a sentence. And for that, the local MP, another MP up the line, and various other people have jumped on her and got her to resign from the Tory party. I don't see that as a bad thing. She's now an independent. I think that's brilliant. But they want to go further. It's like, oh no, she should be stripped of her title. She should. In fact, I do even believe she's got the British Empire Medal for her services to charities. And oh yeah, she's disgusting, and oh, what a racist she is. She's a disgusting racist. She's the racist thing is being thrown at her. Absolutely thrown at her by all and sundry. However, it appears to be backfiring, because when you read through the comments on the article, 99% of the comments are going, hey, what's she done wrong? I don't get it. Because here is her crime. Her crime is as follows. She was sharing on her own private Facebook page. Nevertheless, it is in the public domain, fair enough. She shared a petition to stop the boats of illegal immigrants coming in. And she wrote above it a little piece about this needs to stop, blah, 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 blah. We cannot have these. Now, wait for it. Now, if you've got children in the room, you might need to take them away, because this is apparently very, very offensive, inflammatory language I'm about to use, because she described the people on the boats. Right? Have you got children out the room? You might even look like, parental advisory, even teenagers or, people who have a nervous disposition don't operate heavy machinery when I say these 3 words. She described them as young black males. Yeah, I know. And they've jumped on it. And they've called her racist, and they've stripped her of her party, and she had to resign from the party, and they want to strip her of her councillor title. She's fucking going nowhere. And there is this mighty, mainly fueled by Cornwall Live. I talk about all these live pages, which are just clickbait for money. Yes, I know the irony, but nevertheless, they have seized this and they are hammering it, and they keep reposting it every single day to try and get more clicks and to try and stir up more furore, etc., etc., etc. Because she used those 3 words, and apparently that is utterly disgusting racist language. Now, I only have 3 issues with what she said. 1, she called them young. Right. Go and look at all the photos of all those people coming over on the boats. Tell me how many old men with white beards there are. I'll give you a minute, because there's none. They are all young, fighting age males. That is fact number 1. Fact number 2. How many people like me are on that boat? How many people that look like me are on those boats? None. They are all black. That's just fact. That's not racist to say what your eyes can see. That is not racist. They are all black. That's not racist. That's like saying, oh, look at Tony and all his mates that go West Ham, they're all white. Well, we aren't, actually. That's not strictly true. But, it wouldn't be offensive, would be to Posey, but not to the rest of us. And then the 3rd word she said that was offensive was males. Well, how many women are there? None. The fact is, and it is one simple fact, that when you look at the photos and videos of those boats coming over here, 1,200 people in the last few days, because the weather got better, they are all young black males. That is stating a fact that is not being racist in any way, shape or form whatsoever. It simply isn't. And to use it as a racist term is derogatory to every single person that suffers actual fucking racism. The real racism, for the real people that actually get abused, racially abused for the colour of their skin, which is completely wrong and should never happen. For them, that does them no favours. It devalues it. It just makes it that whatever you say about illegal immigrants, you're a racist. I'm not a fucking racist. But what I can see in front of my eyes are young black males. They are not old white women. They simply aren't. And to say otherwise is fucking mental. And if you can't see that with your own eyes and you're going to use it for your own political gain, you are going to make an enemy of people like me. So, Noah Law, MP for St Austell and Newquay. Asked the last MP who pissed me off, what happened? He didn't get elected next time round. I mean, not that you've got to hope anyway. You're a Labour MP. You're gone anyway. But, I mean, imagine if Pauline was to stand as an independent candidate for the next general election. And imagine if I threw my, let's face it, considerable weight behind it. Not just in a physical capacity, but in a social media capacity. Something that I've done in the past. Rather successfully, I think you'll find, if you want to go back through the last few elections. I've got form for this. So I am going to come for you. Because you can't go behaving like that and expect no comebacks. I know you're virtue signaling. I know you're point scoring. But you're ruining someone's life for stating a fact. And there's absolutely no need of it whatsoever. It's not her fault that these people are coming over in boats. You are a Labour MP. You could be lobbying against it. But you're not here. You're too busy trying to score petty political points against a woman who's done more good for this community and this area than you will ever achieve in your lifetime. I am absolutely fucking certain of that. So I've had 4 days of building this up and 4 days of thinking about how to word it and how I should pussyfoot around it and how what happens if you call me, I might get called a racist for agreeing with her and I might get called a racist for saying it. And then I thought, oh, fuck off. Go fuck yourselves. You want to call me a racist, call me a racist. It makes you a racist for calling me a racist because I am not a racist in any way, shape or form. I am simply a man who sees what's in front of his eyes and doesn't like it. And I've seen a woman who has seen what's in front of her eyes and doesn't like it and states a fact and is then abused because of it. And if that makes me a bad person, so be it. I couldn't give a shit. Do you know what else I don't like? The Labour government. I don't like the Tories either. That doesn't make me politically racist. It gives me an opinion of things that I can see in front of my eyes that I don't like. I don't like milk floats. I'm not racist towards the people driving the milk floats, the floaterati. They're just floaters. I wouldn't single them out for the colour of their skin because they drive a milk float. It doesn't make me in any way prejudiced or anything else. I am simply stating opinions for a purpose of entertainment and fact. And somehow, in this world that we now live in, stating facts is considered racist. And there has never, ever been a more important video that I have ever done in the 2 years that I have done this, where I have ended with the phrase, future my arse, where it was never, ever more appropriate. Future my arse.